it's Michelle. How's it going? You know what? It's hard being a Noona. Now, I'm up in age. I am 27 years old, and I have been into K-pop since 2009. So, when I started K-pop, I was pretty young compared to now. I think I was like 20, almost turning 21 when I started K-pop. Anyways, when I first started K-pop, the groups that I started liking were either around my age or a little bit older than me. Meaning, let's see, 2PM, Shiny, Super Junior, and Black. But now that I'm up in age, there are new boy groups coming out who are so younger than me. BTS, GOT7, and they're 17 supposed to debut, and they are much younger than me. Let's see, who else? New East, oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start. They just make a Noona heart. They make me hurt so much. Because I don't know how to react without coming across as a pervert, especially when they show their abs, expose their chest, expose anything, and do dance moves or these facial expressions that make me say, hey, please don't do that. I'm a 27 Noona, and I already feel all kinds of way and weird when I look at you guys expose your abs and do these ironic facial expressions. Sometimes I think they try not to do these ironic facial expressions, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. J-Men, you bam bam, win. And I always feel gets all kinds of weird. I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to think of a word to explain how I feel when I like these younger boy groups. Well, I guess I can say I feel like a pervert, even though I know I am not a pervert, because I am doing the best not to lust over these younger boy groups, but sometimes it's hard because most of my biases are younger than me, and some of my biases are older than me. But now, most of my biases are younger than me, and I kind of have moments where I have to think to myself, stop, Michelle, stop. Stop thinking that way. You cannot think 30 thoughts about them. But you know what? Their facial expressions and their dance moves and them always exposing their chest. Come on, how can you not think 30 thoughts? Now, when I start liking a boy group, I try not to think of the age, because the first thing I said when I see them is like, I know they are young. They have to be in like their early 20s and or younger than that. That's what I usually say when I watch the MV. And then once I get hooked into them, I try not to overthink about how young they are. And like saying, okay, so they are young, but I can still like them. Regardless, when I get into younger boy groups, I always focus more on how talented they are, how good rapper, singer, or, you know, anything showcase how talented they are. That's what I mostly focus on. I do not try to think of how young they are. And when I think of thoughts I know I should not be thinking of, I control myself. It's hard though. It's hard. You see the pain in my eyes? You probably don't see the pain in my eyes, but it's hard. I also want to mention how some of these younger boy groups always be making these facial expressions that make me cringe, because I'm like racking like, oh my gosh, why are you doing that? Stop. And then when they do these dance moves like thrusting or pelvic thrust, and also whipping off their shirt, J-men, and let's see, just doing anything, like drinking a water bottle, eating, and I get like instantly turned on by that. See what I'm talking about? It doesn't matter. If you're drinking a water bottle, if you're sucking on a lollipop, if you're doing any sort of thing like that, I'm gonna instantly get turned on. You know what else? Some of these members in these younger boy groups do not look their age. Like Yugon, he does not look his age at all. He's like a giant marker. And it's the same with BAP, Cello. They do not look their age. I always have to remember that they are young, but sometimes some of these members look older for their age, mature. Noonas, you understand where I'm coming from. You understand how I'm feeling, what I'm going through. Especially for the Noonas who are like my age or older, and you still into K-pop, and you like younger boy groups. You understand my pain. And I should not be saying it's the same for my age only. There's some younger than me who understand it too. The pains of being a Noona and having to control yourself. Now, that is mostly what I wanted to talk about. Before I leave off, I did make a video of the hard life of being a Noona. So this is the hard life of being a Noona 2. If you want to see the hard life of being a Noona 1, please check that out. And one last note. Noonas, let's hang in there. We can do it. We survived this far. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.